This video tutorial helps you set up the configurations required to build an effective incident management process in ServiceDesk Plus. The screencast shows you the interfaces of the administrator, the self-service portal, and the technician. Let's begin with the administrator interface. The admin module is a clear distinction between the administrator interface and the technician interface. Here, you will find all the configurations and customizations to get your ServiceDesk Plus up and running. But for this video, we will stick to the basic help desk configurations. First, enter your organization details. This information will appear in the reports and in the purchase orders created from ServiceDesk Plus. Next, get your user information into ServiceDesk Plus. You can choose from the various options like import from Active Directory, import from CSV, and manual addition of users. The Active Directory import is for users in the Windows domain network. Select the Windows domain, enter the server computer on which the Active Directory is running, and the login credentials of the domain controller. You can also select the fields for import. When the users are imported, you can get them to log in to ServiceDesk Plus using their Active Directory credentials. Selecting pass-through authentication avoids the ServiceDesk Plus login screen, allowing users to directly access ServiceDesk Plus when they log on to their workstation. The users list comprises of both technicians and requesters. You can change some of the users into technicians by assigning roles. Roles are module-based permissions assigned to technicians to access ServiceDesk Plus. The roles for request and purchase modules are further fine-grained to restrict technicians from performing certain operations. In order to fetch and send emails from ServiceDesk Plus, you need to configure the incoming mail server settings and the outgoing mail server settings. For all those unwanted emails, you can set a criteria and rules to prevent them from being logged in as requests. If your organization has various regional offices across the globe, then the site configuration will help you manage your IT operations from a central point. You'll get to know more about sites and its configurations in a separate video. Next, among the help desk configuration is business rules. Business rules does the job of a help desk coordinator. By defining rules, you can organize, categorize, and assign requests to different groups or technicians. You can also notify technicians by email or SMS when a business rule is executed. To measure the efficiency of your help desk team, it's essential for your technicians to work on predefined time constraints. Service level agreement enables you to set due dates based on the criteria of the new request. You can also set escalation levels if a request is not attended and resolved within the specific time frame. The resolution time is set based on the operation hours and holidays of your organization. So before you start configuring the SLA levels, make sure you have configured the operational hours and holidays to set the due date accurately. Notification rules allow you to send notifications to requesters and technicians based on the actions performed in ServiceDesk Plus. The various template options save time and ease the work of your technicians. Each of these templates is customizable and can be pre-populated with values. Let's get into the details of the incident template. The incident template is where you can record the most common incidents faced by your users. You can add a new field onto the form, set a field as mandatory, show the field to requesters, or remove a field from the form. The field is listed under the drag and drop section so you can drag them back onto the form when required. Before exposing the request module to your users, you need to configure the request parameters like category, status, level, impact, urgency, and priority. Categories help classify requests into different categories, subcategories, and items. Categorizing the incoming requests make it easier to organize, track, and assign requests to different support groups. And finally, you can define surveys which help you measure the efficiency of your help desk team. Select Enable User Survey to get the Send Survey option in the Request Details page. You can then define your questions and add the satisfactory levels. In case you want to personalize ServiceDesk Plus with your company's logo, go to Self-Service Portal Settings and upload the logo. You can display the logo in the login screen in the header pane. Select the radio button and save. Now that we have set up the Help Desk configurations, let's move over to the Solutions module. Here you can document the best practices and share solutions to the most common problems with your users. You can group the solutions into specific topics and subtopics and view solutions under a topic. The solution can be published in the self-service portal to all users or can be restricted to a specific user groups. We will discuss more about access solutions in the self-service portal later in this video. When you have set up the Solutions module, you can expose the Incident Management module for real-time use. Now, let's log into the self-service portal as a requester and see how these help desk configurations are applied. The My Request Summary widget shows the number of requests that are yet to be attended, the number of requests that are awaiting approval from the approver, and the number of requests from which the requester is the editor. You can know more about the editor in the Service Catalog video. The Approvals widgets list the requests, purchases, and change that requires the requester's approval. The Popular Solutions widget displays the public solutions, so before reporting an incident, the requester can search for solutions from the knowledge base. If the requester does not find a solution to his problem, then the requester can create an incident. If the request is frequently reported by users and is in the form of a template, then the requester can choose the template to raise the request instantly. Once the request is recorded in ServiceDesk Plus, you can see the SLA and business rules applied to the request based on the request parameters. Now, let's see how a technician handles the request. When the technician logs into ServiceDesk Plus, the technician can access the requests that are due today. While reading the subject and description, the technician can quickly respond to the requester using the Reply button. The email is attached as a conversation thread in the Details page. If the technician requires assistance from other technicians, he can either forward the request or add a note. The technician can also access the requester's workstation using the remote desktop option to resolve the issue. If the technician is dealing with a service request, then in most cases, it's mandatory to send it for approval. While resolving the request, the technician can either enter the resolution or search for a solution from the knowledge base. If the resolution is recorded as a template, then the resolution can be entered instantly using the resolution template. Once the resolution is acknowledged by the requester, the status of the request can be moved to close. If the survey is configured, then based on the configurations, the survey is triggered automatically or manually sent to the requester. Using the Reports module, you can generate detailed reports about your help desk performance instantly.